on the show this evening, Beryl Reid, Donald Beard, Jesse Fuller, The Moon, the Peddlers, and Susannah Young. And now, here is your host, Simon D.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I've had letters, all right, I know I'm a terrible tipster. Sean Doyle let me down on the Tuesday punch-up. Well done, Johnny Cook, by the way. And apparently I also goofed in the Nationals, didn't I? Lucky Domino. Anyway, promise, no more tips till the cup final. Tell you one thing, though. One thing. Definitely a London club going to win it. That I'm safe on. Well, it's here last going to the Common Market. I believe next week the Prime Minister is having a face-to-face meeting with General de Gaulle, providing George Brown will let him stand on his shoulders. I see there's been a lot of chat about what's going to happen to Britain, you know, when we get into the Common Market. I think everyone's early faith in them and doing very well with a record called I Can Hear the Grass Grow. Here are the Moves.
People all in line was thinking them, look at me. Can't imagine that their lives are thinking the same as me. I can hear the grass grow. I can hear the grass grow. I see rainbows in the evening. My head's attracted to a magnetic wave of sound, with the streams of colored circles making their way around. I can hear the grass grow. I can hear the grass grow. I see rainbows in the evening. Can't seem to cut out the sign. My senses follow my curtain. Get a hold of yourself now, baby. And see, I need to sit here now, baby. But get a hold of yourself now, baby. Put your head down to the ground and listen to your mind. You can't spell what you found. I don't bet you're not my kind. I can hear the grass grow. I can hear the grass grow. I see rainbows in the evening. Can't seem to bottle out the sign. My senses follow my curtain. Get a hold of yourself now, baby. See, I need to sit here now, baby. Get a hold of yourself now, baby. See the people all in line, was thinking them, look at me. Can't imagine that their minds are thinking the same as me. I can hear the grass grow. I can hear the grass grow. I see rainbows in the evening. I can hear the grass grow. I see rainbows in the evening.
There you go. Moves. Great one. So I Can Hear the Grass Grow. I played that record so many times, I think I know it without them around. Anyway, good luck with it, fellas. Well, they need it, really. It's in the charts. Well, from charts to school. When I was at school, and a budding actor, a young lady called Maureen, but she went on to appear in the West End and then on Broadway very successfully in that hit play, The Killing of Sister George, which won for her one of these awards that I shall show you in just a second. It's Broadway's equivalent of an Oscar, so it's a great pleasure for me to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Beryl Reid. first of all, Beryl.
I'll look at my foot while you do it.
It's called the Antoinette Perry Award. It's silver, it must be solid silver.
Yes, I think so.
The League of New York Theatres, Inc. presents to Beryl Reid, actress, dramatic star, The Killing of Sister George, for distinguished achievement in theatre 1967, which can't be bad, can it?
Wonderful.
But we must... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It was a surprise.
Not bad.
Yes. Very exciting. Have you got your psychedelic knickers on? Oh, they're lovely.
Well, I hope you can't see him. That's what was worrying me.
I like to bump a bit of gold around the edge there.
Daryl, this play of yours, this is a big change to you, isn't it?
Yes, it was. It was a great challenge. I'd worked for a number of people in the theatre, you see, I'd done review for them, and they'd all said, you know how they get rather fond of you and say, oh, darling, you must do a play. But of course they didn't find a play for Darling. And then a producer, impresario called Michael Codron, said, I think I found a play for you, and gave me this to read, Sister George to read. And,
it's not in fact about a murder, though.
No. It's about a radio serial, you know, sort of...
Did you make up your own mind, ladies and gentlemen? I think you'll agree with me. Here she is, and a big welcome, please, to the show for Susannah Young.
Once I was young, yesterday perhaps, danced with dim and and kissed some other chap. Once I was young, but never was naive. I thought I had a trick or two of my imaginary sleep. But now I know I was naive. What a lovely time it was, how sublime it was too. I didn't know what day it was. You held my hand. Oh, like the bird of May it was, and now today it was grand, grand to be alive, to be young, to be mad, to be yours alone. So very glad to see your face, see your touch, see your voice, say I'm all your own. I didn't know what year it was, life had no price. I was in love, and here it was, shining out of your eyes. I'm wise, 'cause I know what time it is now. Your voice say I'm yours alone. I didn't know what time it was. Life had no price, and I was in love, and here it was, shining out of your eyes. I'm wise, 'cause I know what time it is. Know what time it is.
Susannah Young, he's a love specialist he's got about for 71 years. I've been fascinated watching him here during rehearsals. He's very hot in here.
Very hot.
Thunder.
Maybe it's sitting next to me.
I think that's what it is.
Well, some people find that. So, would you like a let's do it? Or
All right, well, have you in a minute. I say, I've been watching him. He plays 5 instruments and sings at the same time. He plays let's get this right, he plays a 12-string guitar, a mouth organ, a kazoo, while his left foot works as cymbal, and his right big toe, I'm not joking, really, his right big toe plays the fotdella, which is a cross between a piano and a double bass. And you think, you're lost, you should be this side of the camera. He told me this afternoon he actually invented it after a dream. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, work it out for yourself. Mr. Jesse Fuller.
I got the news from a baby left me by the San Francisco Bay. Take the ocean liner, she gone so far away. Well, I didn't mean to treat her so bad. She said goodbye, she let the baby cry. I want to lay down and die. I haven't got a nickel, I got a lot of time. If you don't come back, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. If you ever come back to stay, get another brand new day. Boogie with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay. My back door, when it was the way to go. Here's the woman I'm so crazy about, she don't want me no more. I'm gonna take a freight train, just go to Philly and do, right all the way into the line. Then you know Louise, meanwhile in another city, just about to go insane. Sound like I heard my baby wish to call my name. If she ever come back to stay, then another brand new day, walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay.
After that, I think the NDO can pack up and go home. We're not getting enough out of you. San Francisco Bay Blues. Jesse wrote that, actually. He lives overlooking the bay, and there you go. 71, fantastic. If you want to hear more, by the way, of his playing, he's at Liverpool, the entertainment world, I suppose, nearly 40 years. But before we meet him, have a listen to this.
In a shady nook, by a babbling brook, mid the flowers I spend hours every day. That old shady nook and that babbling brook, they're my memories.
Yes, indeed, I'd say more. Donald Pierce.
Darling. Congratulations on Emmy, darling.
Thank you.
That's not fair.
Why not?
That record is so... if Ted Ray was here, he'd say it was an Edison Bell record, and it very nearly is. It's so long ago. Recording was so different.
When did you make that, Donald?
I made that in 1941, during the early days of the war, really. So, with Jay Wilbur and his Silver Strings.
Why did you pick Battling Brook out of all the songs?
It's sort of like Topsy. It grew on this. I heard it when I was a kid before I came into show business. And it was in the days of the wireless, way back. Don't say, hey, that's applause from up there. Well, the fact I've been in show business all that long, somebody up there likes me. Somebody likes me, man. But, no, you know, I could develop this, and Bella would probably follow me out in this sort of thing, that before the last 2 years, when the teenage cult wasn't quite so much of a cult, you used to make and enjoy yourselves in your own particular way, and we used to gather in the little village I lived, down in the little fish and chip shop. And there, on the wireless, I heard... On the wireless. It was in Wales. I heard Battling Brook. So I liked it, and then when I came into show business and later started broadcasting, I sang it, and there it is. It stayed with me ever since. It's
Lovely.
the song which gives me a bit of jam on the bread and butter.
I love it.
I made a note of those fantastic hits you had in 49, because the interesting thing is, as you told me, we sort of since discovered that you had them about 1949, wasn't it?
Yes. It was a long time getting there, but it was over.
And we had this fantastic idea, actually, that we were all depressed. At least I was young, but the world was depressed, wasn't it?
I think
39 and 49, and you came up with these...
I think it was because for about 10 years we'd had a sort of downplaying of tempos and things, and I had a radio show with BBC, who was very kind, gave me a one-man radio show. So I sang up-tempo songs like Cloudy Face, Rainbow Round the Shoulder, Sitting on Top of the World. And this seemed to go, and I was lucky song. Yeah.
Do you miss the pressure now, Donald, all that?
No, sometimes, yes, let's be truthful about this. Sometimes you do miss the pressure. And I attended a big lunch on Tuesday. It was a variety club at one of the hotels in London. And earlier on in the reception, there were lots of people who were sort of my age group, Mantovani and all this crowd, you know, so on. And we were chatting and having a drink. And then suddenly in came Sandy Shaw and one or two people. And of course all the cameras, the photographers went over there. And one in the group fight said, well, there you are, there's the new young group taking over. And this is right, after all.
You headed the hit parade then. I mean, you were talking about Sandy and all these people who are in the charts now. What do you think about the progress of pop in 18 years?
I think a lot of the progress of pop today is the result of a great improvement in the recording.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an example of it now. Actually, when I made that record, I was standing about 8 feet away from the microphone. Whereas today, you take a microphone and...
Well, how did you say it? 8 feet?
Oh, you just sang, that's it. And they put blankets around the studio so that you wouldn't have too much overlap of sound.
I need a few in here tonight.
You see, well, it's all very interesting, but you can't expect to have the same recording yesterday as we've got today, and in another 10 years, it'll be all different again, I think.
You were a major star then, Bill, 1949, as we saw from the pictures. They were mobbing you and everything. Can you analyze objectively, what you had? Tad Martin and Trevor Morris, collectively, the Swingin' Peddlers.
I'm that wild sand. I walk on that wild sand. And you know the Lord is waiting to take you by the hand. One day you're praying and it's not to heaven born. It's going to heaven 6 to 1. Oh, yes it is. Now keep on the wild sand. I walk on that wild sand. Oh, right now. One day you're praying and 6 nights. Thank you. Good night. God bless from the Peddlers and our very good romancer, Simon indeed. Having fun!
Oh yes, I love records. I've got Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett and the Singing Postman. I've got them all.
Anyway, here's the singing Welshman, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Pierce.
Turn the world around the other way. Back it up and stop on yesterday. Back to before that silly fight. And give me a chance to make things right. I said some things I didn't mean to say. Things that I'm so sorry for today. Down on my knees, I beg you please to turn the world around the other way. Back it up and stop on yesterday. Back to before that silly fight. And give me a chance to make things right. I said some things I didn't mean to say. Things that I'm so sorry for today. Down on my knees, I beg you please to turn the world around the other way. Turn the world around the other way. Turn the world around the other way.
Thank you very much, Donald Reid, and all my other guests. The scenery is floating away out of Manchester. Good night. See you on Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching.